Hi there, Lorrie here, in the studio and ready to do some crafting. So welcome to my world. I'm so glad that you're here. If it's your first time, welcome, 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 welcome. And if you're coming back, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate that you have come back to hang out with me. So, I know that these wouldn't really be standard Christmas colors, but this is what I got. So this is what's going on. I've got some black, a couple of different colors of gold, some blue, some silver, and then my decorative bits that I have are this gold. I have these gold balls, and then a Merry Christmas, and then I have those two big blue balls that I might also use. And then of course I have ribbon. I have two drawers full of ribbon over there. So I'm sure I can find something that will go. But the first step is to get all of this unwrapped and start cutting it up into pieces so I can make something out of it. So I'm going to do that and I will be right back. Okay, so you can see I am using the 25 or 21 inch mesh. And some people don't like it because they say it becomes awkward. However, I prefer it, and I mean, if I can find the 10 inch, I'll use it, but I kind of like it because it results in fewer frays for me. So I've got 3 layers here. You cut however many you want. I have a little rolling cutter, and I'm just going to cut it at approximately 10 inches. Actually, this is 9 inches, so, but that gives me a nice thick line to follow. And I forgot one thing before I started. It's easiest if you have 3 weights, or at least 2 weights. So here are my pieces that are now cut and ready. I can lift that and throw that over there. And then I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to slide these down. I'm going to move my weight here and I'm going to put my weight there and my weight there. And where's my other weight? Because I need my cutting tool. And I'm going to slice again. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I have all of these sliced and the 2 gold ones sliced as well. So I have my big giant pile of mesh, and now I need to start putting it on my frame. So, okay, so this is a 21 inch mesh. And the black is going to be my background color. Now there's a few ways that you can work with this 21 inch mesh. If you want to, you can roll it up and then you can just pop it over like that and just have a, what do they call it, a puff and a ring or something, a puff and a roll, and you can attach it like that. Or you can do what I'm going to do with this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this look like leaves kind of in the background. So I'm going to grab the opposite corners and I'm going to drag them like that. And then I'm going to fold it in the middle kind of, so it's like this. Squeeze this down here tight together so you see that like that. Now I'm going to put it into my frame. So I want this to be on the outer 2. So I've got, mine has 4, and I'm going to go ahead and use the outer 2 for this. I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to fold this over here. So I have it like this. And then I like to use zip ties because I find that I can pull them tighter Doesn't really matter what color you use because you're going to cut off any excess, and you're going to hide it with other stuff. So it's not going to matter what it looks like. Anyway, that's the problem, is I wasn't going in at the corner. So you want to go in against here, and you can wrap it around your post. And then you can pull this tight. And there you have one done. And I don't have my clippers, but I'll come back with them later. And let's grab one more, and I'll show you one more, and then I'm just going to work on them. So again, you take your piece of mesh and you pull it corner to corner, and you fold it up in the middle. And I'm going to start actually by putting them on all of my crossbars. So I'm going to go in through there. Pull it over to my crossbar. Grab my twisty tie. Putting around again, I'm putting it around my crossbar and then through the next one. It just gives it something to hang on to. And then I'm going to pull that tight. There you go. Okay, so I got my black all the way around, luckily, but I was able to get 4 pieces of black all the way around, in between each section break. So what I'm going to do is come around. I like to have 5. I like to have 5 and then my sections. So I'm going to come in here with alternating gold colors in between, in the middle of each one of these sections, to finish off the background. And then I will come back and show you how I'm going to fill in the center. Okay, so I like it. It's a good start. It's a good background. So now we're going to put the next level in. Now, this is the back side, I think. Oops, I just sent that flying. Okay, this is the front side. Yes, this is the front side. But anyway, so now we're going to go to this level, and we're going to put gold. We're going to put a level of gold, and then in the very center, we're going to put a level of blue. There's 2 ways that you can do this with your 21-inch mesh. You can roll it up in a roll. Not always easy. Okay, so you roll it up, so it's just a roll. And, you know, it comes off of your roll. Sometimes pretty rolled, right? So maybe I'll just grab this one. There's that too. Nope, that's just one. Okay, so there, so it's rolled. So then you just take it and you fold it in 2. And then you grab the middle of that, like this. Oh, you're not filming. Auto exposure, oh dear. I don't know what happened or where we were, but anyway, so I rolled it. Hopefully you saw that. It was just a roll, and then I folded it in half, and then you fold it in half again, and you have, it's called a puff and a roll, just like that, right? And so you take it here, and that's where you attach it. That is where you attach it to your wire, just like that. And you can either put it up like this, or you can put it down like this, whichever you prefer. So that's one way to do it. That's not the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it differently. So, okay, the other option with this 21-inch, which doesn't require you to cut it in half, because cutting it in half is not a good thing. The fewer cuts you make on this stuff, the fewer edges you're going to have to trim off at the end, because one thing about mesh, it will always fray. Okay, so I'm going to pull it tight like that. This is kind of what I was doing before, right? Only I'm going to, now this time, so I folded it in half. Right? I have my two little rabbit ears. And now I'm going to take it there, and you know what? I have to get more of those multi-purpose ties, so give me one sec. Anyway, so I just happen to have, well, I happen to have them because when I go to the dollar store, I pick them up for $1.25 for 50 of them. And so I'm using them, and these are what I prefer when I'm making wreaths because they allow me to pull really, really tightly. Okay, so I'm not sure where we were before that cat so rudely interrupted us. Anyway, so now I have a poof and a tail. And that's what I'm going to do. Because of the way that I did the outer layer, I want to add a little bit more. So I call it a poof and a leaf, right? Because I think it kind of looks like a leaf. So I'm going to bring you over here and try to not knock you over. You at that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with my poof, and I'm going to put my leaf part outwards. Okay, so I'm going to start with my bars, of course, my crossbars, because that's the easiest place to start. And I'm just going to go, I'm going to go right under both of those. I hope you can see that. I don't know, is it too dark? I'm going to do that. Here, so you can see how that is around the post. And then pulled close. So, and then, of course, what I like about these is you can pull them nice and tight. Okay, so there is my leaf and a puff, and I know it doesn't look like much yet, but I'm going to put a bunch more of those on there, and then we'll come back and I'll show you, because I've also got some blue pieces that I'm going to put in here. I've got a bunch, and I might have to alternate some of the poofs so that I can have something kind of in the middle here. I might come in with, I don't know what I'll do. We'll see. So, okay, so here is what it looks like with all of the gold and all of the black. And now I'm going to put in some blue. Don't ask me why. The only reason why is because I have blue and I have nowhere else to put it. So I'm going to put it with this. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so I'm definitely having second thoughts on the blue. I think instead I've got a bunch of this white, and I think that putting this with its little snowflake patterns and stuff with this gold and black is going to make the gold and black look much Christmassier, because you know, gold and black are not typically Christmas colors. But the whole reason I got this gold and black mesh was because I had picked that up. It's a gold Merry Christmas sign. So what do you do with a gold Merry Christmas sign? You make a gold Merry Christmas wreath. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with these yet. I may just put them in like that. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it for a little bit and figure out what to do next. So, wish me luck. Okay, so yes, I decided against the blue, and you can see I put these little fluffs of this in here, and I've just set this here for now. I think that's where it's going to go, but I haven't tacked it down yet, and I'm just putting these in, and let me show you what I'm actually doing with these. Okay, so I've moved you to my head. And look, if you can, I don't know, la la la. Anyway, so I've been taking this and I'm just making a little slit right in the middle. And I grab one of my doohickey ties and I go down through the slit and make sure that's the right way. Kind of bunch it up on one side. And then you kind of have to do this by touch, somewhat. You got to dig in here and you have to find the spot where you're going to put it. So you can see, hopefully you can see that. You need to get closer. You could get right in there. So I'm actually going to, let me move that aside. I've got my other hand under here. And if you can see, I'm using that to push up my little thing around the wire. And then I'm going to go through there. And I'm going to pull it tight. Ta-ta-da! And I'm going to snip that off. And that's it. So that's how I've attached those. And I think I'm going to put, I've got, how many do I have left? I have 2 left. So I'm going to put one more, I think, up on the top here, like that. And one more, let's see. Where do I have I kind of have a little bald spot here, I guess. I don't know. I'll find somewhere for it. Okay, so I think you're looking down at that, I hope. Anyway, so we're here now, and now I'm going to attach this. I hung it up for a little while and looked at it, and it looked bare to me. So I have these gold, I have all these gold balls, I guess they are. Gold glitter balls. And so I'm going to use them because I have them and this is what I got them for. I thought this was going to be enough, but when I looked at it hanging, it just looked kind of blah. There's just some spots that need something to fill it. So I've got my trusty hot glue gun here. And I'm going to turn the music back on and I'm going to put these balls on here. Okay, so there is the finished product. And I don't know, I think it turned out pretty nicely. Now, one nice thing is this Merry Christmas sign. You could definitely easily take that off. It's basically just tied on there. It does have a couple of hot glue spots, but those will just peel right off. And you could take that off there and pop something in the center and leave that hanging all year round if you wanted to, if those were your colors. Or, of course, you could pop it away with your Christmas stuff. So I have somebody that I'm planning to give this to Rita. If you should happen to watch this, you'll have to let me know what you think. Otherwise, I will be getting a hold of you in the next day or two to show you, to see if you actually want it or not. So, anyway, thanks so much for coming and hanging out and watching me make this wreath. If you're working with that 21-inch mesh, like I said, don't cut it into 10-inch squares. Use the long 21-inch pieces and fold them in half, and you can still make a beautiful piece of decorative art. And yeah, you'll be happy. I got all of that mesh at the dollar store, so you know it's a good way to get your craft supplies, is to hit up the dollar store and then yeah, use it up. So thanks so much. I will see you soon. Take care of yourself. Bye now. Oh yeah, I always forget. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I put out another video. Don't miss any content. Bye now.